Welcome back to HLN. Great to see you on this Wednesday. I'm Susan Hendricks. We want to get you caught up now. Right now, we are pouring through evidence released by prosecutors in the death of Florida A&M drum major Robert Champion. Champion's roommate on the trip reportedly told investigators that hazing was against everything Champion believed in, and his family backs up that statement.
My son...
That was Robert Champion's mother there. In all, 4 students were expelled and 30 others dismissed from the band as a result of that investigation. The director of the U.S. Secret Service is apologizing over last month's prostitution scandal in Colombia. Well, his remarks followed an opening statement by Senator Susan Collins, who said she doesn't believe this incident was a one-time deal. Now filing a suit against the company, Mark Zuckerberg, and several banks as well. They say the stories you will see this hour on HLN. Work through one cold season, and you know germs have taken on special significance for many of the young survivors in Joplin. Joe Dawes of affiliate KSPR has the details. In New Jersey now, a dad apparently joking around with his toddler puts him in a washing machine. Well, he quickly realizes. In New Jersey, panic at a laundromat after a dad who was apparently playing a game with his son stuffs the son in the washer. Before we show you the terrifying video, we do want to add the 1-year-old boy. He is okay, luckily. Here is last season's winner, J.R. Martinez, says, driver needs to be ready now because when people see him in public, they're going to want to dance with him. Maybe the Paso Doble. An Idol last night, it was on. Get ready for a new Idol tonight. It is down to Jessica Sanchez and Philip Phillips. Each sang 3 songs last night, including one that will be the winner's first single. Here's part of it. Some new information here. We are learning that several witnesses in the Trayvon Martin shooting have changed their stories about what happened that night. The Orlando Sentinel says the witness statements were part of a huge cache of evidence released last week. One was in the corruption trial of John Edwards, but it could come at any time, any moment, really. The jury just got back from a lunch break. They have been deliberating since Friday. Well, yesterday, they again asked to see some of the documents from the 4-week case. John Edwards has headed some of the stories we are working on for you. Would you feel safer knowing that your car is driving you? That could be a possibility in just a few years from now. Brooke Baldwin takes a look at the progress companies are making on self-driving cars. Welcome back to HLN. Want to introduce you to a guy who is being called a super dad. Greg Witzel, father of 3, has taught his kids to never go near the subway platform edge. Well, he had to break his own rule right in front of his kids, but they'll tell you that's okay. CNN's Mary Snow tells us what happened. Greg is certainly a brave dad, moving fast, saving that woman. You know, we do want to warn you about this next story. You may find it very disturbing, the language in it offensive. Protester planned over a pastor who said this about gay men and lesbians. Band-Aid is enlisting the help of the Muppets and a smartphone app to drum up sales and keep customers from buying cheaper brands. It may just... In your office break room, there's only one thing that people spread more than gossip, and that is germs. The drama continues surrounding Facebook. Some Facebook shareholders have now filed a lawsuit against the company, Mark Zuckerberg, and several banks, too. They say the company, yet in the corruption trial of John Edwards, it could come at any time now. The jury has been deliberating since Friday. John Edwards is accused right here on HLN, as you saw, but you have to hurry. Voting ends at 11:59 p.m. Eastern tonight, so get cracking. Now we'll look at some of the stories you will see this half hour. From the keyboard to the telephone, germs... Today, we've been talking about the break room, a place where you can escape from your desk, maybe to find coffee, some overpriced vending machines, and also some germs. A new study found that the break room is practically a playground for germs. Alina Cho will tell you how much bacteria is actually in there and how you can avoid it. Some good advice from Alina, our thanks to her. Remember the guy who was suspected in the disappearance of a woman in Aruba? Well, he has been arrested now for indecent... A dad rescues his son right before their car plunged into... You know, we have already started to see big chunks of debris from the Japan tsunami wash up on Alaska's shorelines. Experts say, though, we won't see most of the trash until next year. American Idol is about to get a new idol tonight. It's down to 2. Jessica Sanchez and Philip Phillips each sang 3 songs, including the one that will be their first single. A widow is now looking for answers after her husband died during a triathlon over the weekend. We'll tell you what we know. You could see why he made the mistake. Fortunately, no one was on the shore in the Jeep's path. Police did ticket him for failing to use the emergency brake and no proof of insurance as well. He plans to fight that. Clark Howard wants you to spend more money on light bulbs. Not what you expect to hear from HLN's money expert, right? But Clark says in the long run, you will save a whole lot of money. You know, the germiest place in your office may be in the break room. A new report by the company that makes... Well, some kids in Michigan were sent home for riding their bikes to school. Yeah. Well, seniors were originally told they wouldn't be allowed to walk at graduation because of that, but the school did have a change of heart. So when you send a text, you ever think you may be distracting the person who gets it, maybe with dangerous consequences? One couple wants to make a point here after getting hit by a driver who was texting at the time. CNN's Deb Fayrick asked them why they're not just going after that guy. The director of the Secret Service is now apologizing and admitted that his employees did some, quote, really dumb things. How about this in New Jersey? Panic at a laundromat after a dad who was apparently playing a game with his son stuffs the toddler in the washer. Before we show you this horrifying video, we should add the one-year-old boy. He's okay. Here it is. I want to talk about your office break room now. There's only one thing that people spread more than gossip.
The winners and new champions of Dancing with the Stars are Donald and Peter.
I love that reaction, don't you? NFL wide receiver Donald Driver, he won it all last night on Dancing with the Stars, and what a reaction. I am loving that. He is thrilled. He couldn't stay on his feet even. Driver and Peter Murgatroyd. Look at this welcome home celebration. It's for a sailor who just got back from a trip around the world. He has been out to sea for 3 years. Randy Gyllenhaal with affiliate WPBF has the details. He is chugging that champagne. It took him 3 years. Our thanks again to affiliate WPBF for that story. You know, we are pouring through evidence now released by prosecutors related to the death.